back for another episode of my Disney's Magic Kingdoms game. So guys, just a quick little update here. I have unlocked HONEYMAREN. Now we will take a look at who can collect her character tokens here in just a minute. I did want to let you guys know though that I did have a quest up at the top here in my last video, and it was the 12-hour quest we had just sent Ryder on, and that 12-hour quest I lost the dialogue for. I had actually recorded my entire video and then realized that the gameplay was just not attached with it. So I'm trying here for a round 2. Now there really wasn't that much, to be honest, with the dialogue. Basically all it was Ryder thought he saw his sister in the mist. He did sort of see her in the mist and was trying to chase and get to her, and then basically it kind of left it at that. He was huffing and puffing. So anyways, I did unlock HONEYMAREN so I can start collecting for her and bringing her into the kingdom. It is going to be good. It's going to be a lot of fun. There are going to be a bunch of character tokens and stuff that we will need to collect for her, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. So what do we need for HONEYMAREN? 20 snowflakes, 18 staffs, and 8 ears hats. Okay, so my guess is these are like, the staffs are probably like uncommon, and then these are probably like rare, I'm guessing. Hopefully they're not epic, but you never know. We will find out though right now. So the staffs, the first person that can collect in 4 hours, which is actually great, is Jessie from Toy Story. So visit Pizza Planet Aliens for 4 hours. So she can actually like go ahead and do that right now. It is uncommon. Yay. Okay, so we do know. That's why I went out to actually check with her. So she's off to Pizza Planet. We've got Anna, Seek Out Elsa, 6 hours. Woody, Taking a Break, 6 hours. Water Spirits, Wave Ride, 6 hours. Actually, I did enchant that one, so I need to kind of tap that. Then we've got Ham, Getting a Toy Tour, 8 hours. Ryder, Travel to the Sea, 8 hours. And then again, Anna, Explore the Forest, 12 hours. I don't know why anybody would do the 12-hour one when clearly the 6-hour is right there. Now, my guess is the 12-hour might be available for you guys sooner. Like, if you guys just got Anna, my guess is like she has to be a certain level to do that 6-hour one really quickly. But yeah. My guess is it's probably like over a 5 maybe or something like that. But if you guys do know, let me know in the comment section below. They don't tell you like, oh, Anna needs to be a level this to be able to do this quest. The other thing is it could be because we have the Water Spirits Wave Ride. That's the other thing, because that attraction is a premium attraction, so not everybody's gonna have that. Obviously you're gonna want it just because it looks awesome. But if you guys didn't get it, then this might be the thing. So we'll see right now. We'll find out from Elsa. And yes, the ear sets are rare. So that's why they're going to be a little bit more tricky to get. So I'll give you some tips on how you can get these a little bit quicker. Water Spirits Wave Ride has reached the first enchantment. Now, the reason why I decided to do that was because I actually purchased it for real money, and so I got enough relics and stuff like that to be able to get it to a level 1 straight away, and because this one here collects HONEYMAREN's ears hat, so I really wanted that. Now, there is another attraction that collects it, I believe, as well, and I think that's the Enchanted Forest. If you decide to enchant that one, I don't have enough stuff to actually do it. So yeah, I just got one of the staffs, actually. Okay, so apparently the staff and the ears hats now, so it's going to drop one or the other. Now, the thing is, though, is that it's going to drop the staffs before the ears hats most of the time because of the rarity. So just keep that in mind, but again, I will give you some tips on how to collect some of these a little bit easier in a couple of minutes here, once we kind of get through some of the other stuff. Now I'm gonna just check here. Yeah, so if you decide to do, guys, if you guys didn't get the Water Spirits Wave Ride, you can go ahead and enchant the Enchanted Forest, because you will definitely have to have that in order to start collecting for HONEYMAREN, because that's part of the steps, in the quest here. It's a little early, okay, guys? I'm losing my train of thought. So we've welcomed the reindeer riders. That was Ryder. And then we had to build the Enchanted Forest. And then, obviously, some more quests go by, and then welcome a free spirit, which is HONEYMAREN. So everybody will have the Enchanted Forest before they can start collecting for HONEYMAREN. So you don't have to worry about that. Now, the only thing you do have to worry about is getting enough relics and stuff for this. Blueprints, most likely, if you guys have had your kingdoms longer than a month, then I would say that you probably got enough common blueprints now. Actually, if you logged in December 1st, you would have had that. So the funny thing is let's check the calendar here. Yeah, so if you checked in on Sunday, you would have had enough blueprints already. So I guess even if you had started the game less than a week ago, you would have enough blueprints. But again, the relics, they're a little bit more difficult to get. Now, there is a way that you guys can get those relics. So here we go. Get ahead with special event chests. So the Sapphire is the one that you're going to want to pay attention to if you're looking to enchant one of your attractions, because this is the one that's got the relics and the blueprints, and the radiant chests are the ones that contain the character tokens. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of these two, only because I know they're only 20 gems, but I mean, it adds up, guys. One chest is really not going to do it, but it does contain some happiness, at least in the radiant chest, so you'll be able to get some of those harder character tokens. But again, remember, it's not like just for HONEYMAREN and Ryder. You are looking at collecting as well for like Elsa, Bruni, Anna, like everybody's gonna be in here. The reason why you don't see any tokens, at least in mine, for Anna is just because I've already got her to a 9, and on top of that, like, I'm basically done collecting for her. There's gonna be nothing else, so that's why you won't see Anna's stuff in there. But you guys, you might even see like Olaf's and Kristoff's. Like, there's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff, so just kind of like keep that in mind, guys. Is like when you're looking at my stuff, it's because my characters were already a high level when we started the event. So if they're new, like if you open some of those legendary chests and stuff, then that's kind of where things are sort of changing a little bit. Okay, so yeah, I've tried to rearrange my frozen section a little bit. It's not perfect. I'm not gonna lie, it's not perfect, but I am sort of working on getting obviously everything in here if I can. So let's go back to HONEYMAREN here quickly for 2 secs. So we went through all of the quests and stuff. I explained why Anna, so again, she might still need to be at a certain level to do the one at the Water Spirits Wave Ride, but I'm not sure. So Anna can go out and do that, which is great. And then next we're going to look at the ears hats. So there are a bunch of them, which is actually great. What are the requirements here? Oh, the Enchanted Forest needs to be the first enchantment. Oh, brutal. Okay, well, we'll talk about that one in a minute. So to get HONEYMAREN's ears hats, Goofy and Mickey go on a quest together for 4 hours. Then we have got Anna again for 6 hours, so it's going to be the same quest as her staff. Then we've got Ryder tending to the reindeer, 6 hours. Sarge visit Jesse's snack roundup, 6 hours. The Water Spirits Wave Ride, 6 hours. Holding back flames. So this is actually with Anna for 8 hours. It's not gonna happen because she's got her own 6-hour quest. And then explore the forest, 12 hours, again with Anna. So the only thing is Bruni. This is a kind of a little bit of a disappointment because you need the attraction at the first enchantment here, and there are just not enough relics. Because the thing is, guys, is like, it's not like we've had months and months and months to collect these. The relics that just came out with this past update. So this is the only thing, like, I'm quite disappointed that DMK is doing to us right now, is like, you just released relics to a particular collection, and all of a sudden we're supposed to be able to enchant all this stuff. It's like, it doesn't really work. And the thing is like, there's no bundle with just relics and blueprints that you guys can buy, right? You'd have to go ahead and purchase these chests, but you'd have to spend 20 gems. So it's like, there's no even like real money bundle for like $1 or $2 just to be able to get, 3 of these chests, right? Because, I mean, they could put out a bundle, because if you got 3, because their limit is 3 per day, 20 gems each. So it could be 60 gems. You could end up putting them at $2.79 for 3, because it's usually what they do, guys, with like 3. Here, see? So they usually, if you buy one individually here for the attraction enchantment, it's 75. And then if you purchase 3, it's 150. So realistically, you're basically getting 1 free chest anyway. So the thing is like, I think they should do that for these chests here. I'm not saying with gems. I mean, they could, I guess, but that could be another option. But they should be putting out this like as a bundle. Even if they do it later on in the event, it's too late. Right? They need to put this out like basically right at the beginning, so we are given that option, or at least know about these types of like bundles, because we need to save our money, right? Or our gems or whatever it is. So everything's kind of just like a bit disorganized. I feel like we didn't even know that the Water Spirits Wave Ride was a premium. The only way we knew that was like I caught on to that because we checked in the buildings area. So when we went into the shop, clicked buildings, we were able to click event, and then see here we can see the stone giant waterfall here. There was also the Water Spirits Wave Ride. Now the construction time, guys, is usually how I know ahead of time whether or not an attraction is going to be premium or not, because if it is premium, it's going to say construction time instant. Now, when it says construction time 6 hours, like the Enchanted Forest, or 8 hours, like it shows here with the Stone Giant Waterfall, then obviously that just means, like, they're ones that are going to be, like, as part of the steps or quests in the actual event. So that's how I usually know. And that's how I was able to like say before the event officially started, when we got the update, I was like, oh guys, guess what? This one's most likely going to be premium. So make sure you're like saving, because you know that there's most likely going to be a bundle for that. So like there are things like I pay attention to, and that's just like a little trick just to keep in mind, guys, is if you're wondering for like saving your gems or your money, like keep in mind, usually premium attractions are 150 gems. That's like pretty standard. They haven't really changed that in quite a long time now. And, you know, again, there's usually some sort of bundle with that. Now it tends to be relics and blueprints. So you usually can get that attraction that you purchase for in that bundle there. You usually will get enough to get it to that first enchantment or another attraction if that's what you so choose, right? So that can be handy, but for those of us that aren't opening those sapphire chests and the radiant chest, it's kind of like, yeah. The sapphire chest, guys, just so you know, is like, I don't really know its purpose. I feel like it's kind of now become the new, oh gosh, it was the yellow chest. What was that one called again? It came out, it was first released with the Winnie the Pooh limited time event. Like that was like my second event I think I ever did. Oh gosh. It's not the honeybee. Oh my gosh, it's gonna drive me crazy. Oh my goodness. If you guys know, put it in the comments. Hopefully it'll come to me by the end, but it may not. Oh, that's gonna drive me wild. And it used to have a purpose like in the event and stuff like that. Or at least it did in that event, and I think one other one, but then it changed, and then you'd randomly see it actually in your calendar, and it would come up as like a reward streak thing, and we're like, we couldn't actually like tap it to find out what's inside of those or anything, so it'd be just like this random chest, guys, and we were like, we don't really know what's in it. I think it was like character tokens and happiness and stuff like that. It would just give us like 4 items instead. I think it was 4 it used to give us. Oh, I could be wrong on that too. But I feel like it was like one extra thing like than a bronze chest, right? Because bronze chests only give you 3 unless you get that special chance reward now, which is like a newer feature as of like 2019, like in the summer. So that's like a newer thing. So I'll show you guys here. I probably won't get a special chance reward, but you'll see there's only 3 that are going to be the option here. There you go. So there, you only get 3 from those, again, unless you get the special chance. But super rare you'll get those. You'll get them more in bronze chests than obviously anything else. But, yeah. Not the biggest fan of those, but I mean, it can be helpful. I will not lie. I think I do like it with the bronze chest, the special chance reward. I actually do like that. What I don't like is that the attractions for, your kingdom are going to be inside the attraction enchantment ones. 10% chance that you'll even get the special chance, and then you may not even get it anyways at one of the attractions. You could end up getting blueprints that, well, not everybody cares about. Right? I mean, sure, enchanting attractions could be useful to you. It's not most of the time going to be useful to me, unless it's like an event thing, like right now. But, I mean, other than that, like, no. Usually by the time I get around to doing it anyways, that character is like maxed out or at a 9 all collected for, and I just need to send them for their 24-hour thing. So, yeah, not always the best, but it is useful for newer stuff, absolutely. But yeah, again, it's just like, okay, you could spend 75 gems or 150 and then not get a special chance. It's like, like you're spending gosh knows how much on a special attraction. I'd rather just now them get rid of these chests and then just like put each one for gems or something like that. Even at 150 a piece, I just don't care. It's just like, I've spent so much like real money and gems to try and get these attractions, but the thing is like, this was before, guys, the attraction enchantment. This was like when they had them in the platinum chests. I had spent a lot to try and get them, but they didn't have the special chance back then. Now that they do, like, I won't spend my gems or real money on that. I'm kind of like protesting a little bit because I'm like, you know what, I only have one more attraction to get. I'm not gonna spend my hard-earned gems or real money on those things. But yeah, again, it's a preference. If you guys have the gems, like if you guys, have the money to buy a whole bunch of gems, or you have, I don't know, I guess a whole bunch that you really want, go for it, right? Like, absolutely. But I just don't have the gems for that kind of stuff. Like, I'd rather buy legendary chests personally and get like new stuff. But yeah, at least because then I can trade in any duplicate things for elixirs, right? But for those, like, you literally just could get really nothing. So my opinion, obviously, guys, like, I know everybody's got a different opinion about these things. Newer players will probably just love all this kind of stuff. So if you're new, like, obviously just, love them to death. But be aware, when you start feeling like you've got a lot of gems, you might want to hold on to them for a while, just in case there is something to do with like the event or whatever that you do really, really want. Because that definitely is something you guys need to kind of keep in mind. There is going to be stuff with events all the time, and unless you're spending real money on like a lot of the other stuff, yeah, it can be a bit shocking how much you can spend every event, which is usually like every month. So yeah, just something to think about. All right, let's go into characters here. Now, I did level up Baloo. I thought it was about time. I thought he was a 9 a little while ago, and he wasn't actually. He was only an 8, so he had 16 hours to do. So I was like, you know what? Let's bite the bullet here and do Baloo. Now, I also did him because most of his stuff, I think, is collected for, so there's not going to be that much, so I don't think the character tokens are going to conflict that much, but yeah, I'll go here and I'll show you guys what my progress is. Yeah, I guess I had a few of the props here, but his ears, hats, not so much, but I knew also, too, guys, that his stuff, the thing is with these guys is that they're not useful for the actual event. If this is a tower challenge, this could be different, right? But this is like a limited time event. These guys are never going to be useful. So, yeah, it doesn't really matter. I'm not really going to have any conflicts or anything like that going forward. So that's really good. So I think everybody is going to be off doing their stuff now. So I think that the only thing I need to do is give you some tips on getting HONEYMAREN's tokens. So, HONEYMAREN's tokens, guys, you need to have your happiness in ecstatic for the best possible chance to get her fast, okay? If you want her character tokens or her ears, hats to drop a lot faster, you need to be in ecstatic. I used to be there all the time, but I just can't. I'm having trouble keeping my happiness in cheerful right now, and it's just like, it's brutal. But I'd at least like to get back up to joyous. So as you guys can see, if you're in content, you're going to get no extra special like rewards for being there. Cheerful, you'll get a 3% increase for token drops, and then when you get to joyous, it'll be 6% increase, and then if you get to ecstatic, then it'll be 10. So that's kind of where you need to exist in there. Now, it used to be in ecstatic, it would also be an increase on magic as well. They got rid of that and they just made it the character tokens. So yeah, let's just say that I missed that, and I missed the happiness, like, just taking its time to drop. Now it just drops so fast. Unless you're going to check your kingdom like 10 times a day. It's like, good luck. Good luck keeping it there. I mean, there are ways you guys can lock it in. So I'm going to show you that actually right now, just in case you guys are one of those people that want to do that. You're going to want to go into Merlin, like where you do your gathering spell. I think we all know how to do that as long as Merlin's at a 2. And then if you keep going down, Conjuring Cauldron, find a chest, Happiness, Enchantment. So if I want to spend 118 gems at where my happiness is now, this will change depending on how high your happiness is, right? You will spend this amount of gems to get your happiness like maxed out. It'll be instant. If you want to safeguard it, you're going to have to spend 625 elixirs. So be aware. You know, getting elixirs is obviously very tricky, but that is kind of where you'll want to exist. I've thought about safeguarding, but I know I said I wasn't going to do that, so unless I was like going away or doing something like that, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to waste my elixirs on it. I'm just going to keep working hard on the happiness and just cross my fingers that I actually get there at some point. The one thing though that would really help me is if I went ahead and purchased those legendary chests that I wanted to actually purchase. So I want to purchase the legendary chest pack. I am kind of saving, at the moment for that. I got enough going on in my kingdom anyways, but yeah, I need to save a little bit of money there for that one. Now, if you guys want to help out, obviously, like you guys used to do in the live streams, live streaming hopefully will be coming back in the future. Still trying to save for that computer as well. That's probably why I'm being a little bit of a stinge with my kingdom for the most part. But yeah, didn't want to miss out on the Water Spirits wave ride. Like, I kind of broke down for that. But if you guys want to help out with that, there is a link to a donations page. You guys will see the email address as being Kitty Cat Games. Now that's just my I call it my intense gaming channel. So I'm on Twitch, on YouTube. YouTube's kind of like small and whatever. I'm trying to grow that to get to 1,000. That way, like, I can start promoting that a little bit differently, but I'm mostly over on Twitch. So if you guys want to still interact with me during a live stream and stuff like that, it'll just be, keep in mind, just in more intense gaming, so like Fortnite and Call of Duty and things like that. But yeah, you guys can feel free to check out that channel. There are links to it in the description below. Also too, there is a section on my channel page where you guys can see all the channels I'm associated with whatsoever. Everything is going to be in my channels page section, so you'll be able to kind of like check those out if you guys want to. Obviously, I would appreciate if you guys subscribe or follow along on Twitch, obviously to those other platforms. Every little bit helps, even if you're just like a follower. Like, you don't have to spend any money necessarily on it. It just it's gonna help me grow a little bit quicker. And yeah, keep me sort of active here on YouTube and obviously all the other platforms. So I also too have 2 Instagrams now. I've got Steffi on the Go, which is like personal stuff. I've been only posting in my stories. I had to like clear up some of my like old posts of different things, so it's showing I haven't posted in a while, but everything is like in my story. So I usually am like letting people know for those like Twitch things and stuff when I'm going live or playing with followers and like that kind of stuff, so you guys can feel free to check that out. But if you're just Disney fans, straight up Disney fan, there is Disney Girl that you guys can follow along to, and I'm trying to post progress and stuff on there. I've been a little quiet this past week, but yeah, I've been pretty active on my story there for sure. So we do some live streams like or whatever until they kick me off, because they only let you do like I think like an hour or something like that. So I know, I was like, I think I maxed out on the Instagram story stream, and I was like, what? It was so funny. Yeah, I think we all kind of laughed that I was able to interact with you guys for so long. All right, I think that is basically everything, guys, for my kingdom. So I'll keep you guys posted with my progress in my Instagram story, also here on YouTube. So again, follow along if you guys want to see how I do in the Into the Mist limited time event here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you for the next Disney's Magic Kingdoms game video. Bye!